I was wondering, like, I know that you're an influencer. What's your tag? Tell TikTok.
Fat Black and Getting It.
Fat Black and Getting It. Go give him a follow. So why did you come out here today, man?
I love this area. I consider myself sort of a friend of the local community. I'm originally from New York. I've been in Colorado for 12 years, and this park specifically has changed my life. I was definitely kind of like a New Yorker that never stopped to smell the roses. But coming here, I've seen elk, I see moose. I've met some of my best friends in my life here. I hike here. This is where I de-stress. So yeah, and all public lands in general, you know, this is kind of the most beautiful place in the area that we can all congregate together. But really, I'd use the National Forest down the road and the BLM land up there too. So yeah, I'm just outside all the time.
And as a personal user of the BLM lands, those guys are great for camping. Technically, you don't have to move for a month.
A month? I thought it was 14 days.
No, it's technically a month. If you go deep enough in there, it's a month. They come once a month to make sure that you move.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So I've seen some people set up like some temporary housing, and then the rangers come out there and they're like, "Hey, did you move?" And they move like 30 feet to the right, so they just kind of rotate every so often. It's kind of fun. And I totally understand where you're coming from, because I'm originally from Florida as well, and we didn't have, the beauty that is this land out here. And when I first moved out here, Estes Park and the Rocky Mountain National Park was where I actually came up here to de-stress and meditate and, kind of like disconnect from the world. So I totally understand where you're coming from. Now, as a content creator, has your content kind of switched over since, like the current, 30 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah. Since the current climate of our, our politicians and political climate has changed?
So you got to go again. So.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know what kind of content you create, but has your content kind of changed recently with kind of like how the political climate has changed?
Okay. So I'm an outdoor advocate. Most of my content is outdoor based. I've made probably at least a dozen videos right here. Normally I'm just kind of like trying something new or telling people about a cool hike to do. But with what's going on with our current administration and some of the policies that they have implemented and are trying to implement, I feel like it's important to stand up for our public lands and not just recreate here. So I have been doing a little more content, sort of keeping people aware of what's going on today.
Exactly, because it's all one voice, right? We all got to be loud at the same time. Since you come out here on a regular basis, what's your favorite trail out here, man?
Depends on what you're looking for, but Sprague Lake is always great, especially for beginners. I mean, I see moose over there all the time, or elk. You really can't go wrong here. Beard Lake is a good one that a lot of people don't do. I probably shouldn't have just gave that one up on live.
I have a secret one too, so I feel you.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ones. Emerald Lake, everybody knows, but that one's perfect any time of year. So really you can't go wrong. And if the park rangers are still around here when you get here, you can ask them because they always have great recommendations.
Absolutely. Now, one last question for you. Well, technically, like, you want to give anybody a shout out? Any movements you want to give a shout out to? Give some light to? Like, this is all you. Just.
I mean, I could spend time giving shout outs to amazing people doing amazing work all over the state, all over the nation, but we're here for the protest today, and Resistance Rangers on Instagram and TikTok. That's who threw this together. So please go give them a follow. They'll keep you updated on all this stuff too. So if this is the type of stuff that interests you, that's an account you need to be following.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.